Hello everybody and welcome back to Sessions with Kat. So a little different video once again. However, it's still kind of tied. I'm gonna go through a deck, this one here. But I wanted to touch on my planner because I got a lot of questions from people who didn't even watch the other week's video but saw this planner. This is a 6-month planner, okay? I don't plan for a year. The reason being is that overwhelms my brain. So I like for this to be a 6-month planner. It also gives me a chance to break my vision board that I have for the year in half, so then I can break that down over the months and actually achieve those goals. So this is a 6-month planner. And if you're a yearly planner, you probably should buy 2 or shoot for something like the Happy Planner system. What other planner out there is a full year? Because there's like, this is monthly, weekly, daily. If you want a yearly planner, you're probably gonna get monthly and weekly, or monthly and, well, typically monthly and weekly, or monthly and daily. The reason being is it's so much to compact, because if you think about it, if this was a year planner, this sucker would be huge, right? Because there's monthly, weekly, and daily inside of it. So this is a 6-month planner. Again, it's for my brain so that I am not overwhelmed by my own goals, right? And being that I like to dream big, I need something that's going to help me bring those dreams back to reality for me, so that I can actually like put them into writing and use like the SMART system to achieve my goals. So that's what this is. If you want to know how it's been going, it's been great. I love the Monday start on the monthly calendar. Love it. I love the weekly because I can break down, my monthly goal into something that I can achieve over, a set of weeks. I love the daily, okay? Have I been keeping my habits, right? Because remember, I don't know if you guys remember, there's 5 habits, right? For the most part, I have reached at least 4 of my 5 habits using this planner. When I was using Happy Planner, you kind of had to buy, like, depending on the planner, you had to buy stickers to use for your habit tracker. And it was always just like, you had to go find that sticker and mark it off. But like, the sticker would only be for one habit. I love that I have it all there and I can just kind of like, X each box as I know that I've, reached my goals. Can I fit what I need on here? Yes, right? So this planner has been working for me. If you went out and bought this planner and you realize that it is a 6-month planner, I urge you to try it, okay? I do urge you to try it. Here's why. You never know what your brain needs to achieve a goal unless you step outside of your own box. And if you're so used to one system and then you go try another one, like, or you think you want to try another one and then your brain's like, no, this was working for us, why would you change? Sometimes it's okay to change. Sometimes it's okay to do that, just to see if it works for you or not. So for me, while Happy Planner did work, it didn't give me the absolute best, so I was open to the new change. And when I saw this, I said, yeah, I'm gonna make that my next planner. So that I did. I finished out my Happy Planner and went to this. So it was a smooth transition for me. If you're in the middle of a Happy Planner or you just started one and you want to switch to this, I recommend waiting until you get through at least the month, or before you go and switch planners. You don't want to switch mid-month because that could kind of throw you off from the plan you already created in your other planner. So there's that. So just to kind of kill any confusion, that we might have over my planner and how I do it. I'm sorry if I didn't mention that it was a 6-month planner, but it wasn't a planner review. It was more or less just me showing you guys how I use my cards to fill out my planner and plan out my week and plan out my day. So if you want a full review, let me know in the comments and I'll do a review after like 3 months, because it takes about 90 days for you to, learn a new habit and like get it settled into your system. So if you want me to do a review after 3 months, I will totally do that. So again, we're gonna go through this deck here. And honestly, y'all, these past few weeks have been wretched, okay? I'm human just like you guys, and I have been over here dealing with stuff. The main thing that I have been dealing with is one of my best friends has COVID, and I'm gonna zoom in and possibly change the background here so that you guys can see these cards. I was the lucky one to, I'm gonna change the background here, make that black. I was the lucky one to have to drive him to the hospital. And just so you all understand, my best friend is also my roommate. And we live on opposite ends of the home. However, I don't have COVID. All my tests came back negative. They're both the rapid and the regular one. The rapid one is the one that's hard to find, but the regular one, I was able to get into my doctor, and my doctor actually handled that for me, because I am high risk, right? But just so you guys know, because we work in two totally different atmospheres, I tend to wear my mask a lot around him because he doesn't like wearing a mask. So if we're both in the house at the same time, which is very unusual, I will put my mask on if I have to interact, because I'm not sure with this new variant how it would affect my body, because my heart is fragile. Okay, so I have been dealing with that since right before Christmas, and I didn't, and then having other friends come down with COVID and dealing with that as well. This is tough, right? When you're close to it, it is tough, because I know this variant, and you know what, to each their own. Okay, I'm just gonna get this out of my system. To each their own when it comes to the vaccine. That's your personal choice. Who am I to judge you for what you choose to do with your body? I don't care, okay? But I get what they're saying about the vaccine and this variant and how it works. But truth be told, really don't matter. It really depends on your body. So that's why I said I don't care if you have the vaccine or not. It really depends on your body and where you are mentally, spiritually, physically, where your immune system's sitting. It depends on so much how that virus is going to run its course in your system. Okay. Now, one thing I do know about the new variant is that it does lead to pneumonia, which in the case of my best friend, that is what he has. Okay. And this shit is hard. Okay. Emotions are not my thing. Okay. Like, I'm a Leo, and typically, people would think like, we're dramatic, blah, blah, blah. I could be dramatic when I want to, but emotions are not my thing. I don't like crying. I don't like things that cause my head to hurt, if that makes sense. And so this whole thing, because we have been friends for almost 10 years, it took a toll on me, because that's family in my eyes, okay? And so here I am, it's just me now taking care of the house and the dog, who Actually, the dog really belongs to him because Dave is a handful. If you've ever met Dave, you understand. Dave is half pit, half boxer, and thinks he owns the entire house. And I'm like, sir, you don't pay a bill. So that's about how I feel about Dave. But he's a good dog. But it's just me here doing everything. And it's now, you know, covering the bills and things of that nature. So last week I was pretty busy trying, you know, my calendar was full and I had bills to pay. So I would rather take my clients than record a YouTube video. Just so you guys know, just keeping it real with you, okay? My bills got to get paid. And since I'm the only one in the house right now, I have to work that much harder, okay? So that's what I've been dealing with this week. And because he's in the hospital and he has severe pneumonia, and they're doing everything they can, and bless the hospital and bless the doctors and the nurses, because the hell they have to go through with people bothering them day in and day out, worried about their loved ones, and they're just trying to take care of their loved ones. You know, my faith is stronger than the fear in this, okay? So I'm not worried, right? And I've put like a big ass protection bubble over the hospital because, well, the other patients who are in there for COVID or whatever reason, they need some good juju too. So I don't mind sharing. So I'm covering kind of the whole hospital there. But we have been dealing with this for quite some time. And again, my test came back negative. I'm good. The whole house has been sanitized, okay? Because I like a clean house, especially germ-free and virus-free and all of that jazz. And I just been working. I just been going. And that's kind of where we're going with today's video. Be sure to take some time for you, okay? Because I was full-blown neglecting myself for the past couple weeks, okay? Just full-blown. I don't even, like, I didn't get my nails done, didn't get my hair done, things that are part of my self-care routine that help me feel my best, I was not doing. I was purely making sure that this house, you know, like, you know, that I didn't get COVID, that the room that, you know, he's in was isolated, and, you know, everybody, you know, quarantine was happening, and making sure that, you know, I had the right mask and all of this stuff. It's scary, but take care of yourself if you are the one in charge of taking care of everything in your home. And, you know, if you're the mother or the father friend of the group, don't forget you, okay? You are the most important asset you have, okay? And you want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do to make sure that you can continue to help, you can continue to assist. So I wanted to put that out there. That's really where today's video was going, other than, you know, updating you guys about the planner thing. You want to make sure that you're practicing self-care, you're practicing mindfulness, you're meditating, you're praying, you're doing whatever you need to do to get your spirit in alignment with the divine that sits within you, right? Because the outside world can be so chaotic, but we often forget what's going on inside of us because we tend to just push it aside. And I'm gonna say this, you know, black women especially, we're taught to avoid that. We're taught to avoid taking care of ourselves because we have to take care of everybody else. And that's I shouldn't say kind of, that is true for how I grew up. I was taught that everybody else comes first and I come last. And it took me a minute to come out of that. But sometimes I fall back into that mindset because, one, it's ingrained, right? But two, depending on what's going on, that mindset is useful. You just have to know to come back out of it, if that makes sense. You have to know to come back out of it. If you're not aware or practicing self-care in the midst of doing that kind of thing, it will be very difficult for you to come out of that mindset. So I urge you, practice self-care. Take care of yourself out here with this variant, right? Because it doesn't care if you're vaccinated or not. It just cares that it finds a host. That's all it cares about, is that it finds a host. So take care of yourself. Like I said, I don't care if you're vaccinated or not, but wear a fucking mask, okay? For those who are sensitive, or what's the word? High risk, right? Wear a mask for those if you have to, especially if you know you're going to a place that you might not have 6 feet between you and another person, okay? Just wear a damn mask. That's all I'm asking. If the masks bother you, then try to stay away from people as much as possible. Don't complain about it. Just do what you got to do and get the hell out of the store and take your ass back home, right? Or, do whatever you got to do. Just be careful out here. I don't want to see anybody else in the hospital with COVID that I know, okay? And I know most of my subscribers, I know. So I don't want to see any of you get hit with COVID. I don't want the variant, whatever. None of this. I don't want to see any of you get hit with this, because it does not discriminate. And so I'm going to say this over and over again, because I am the mom friend, the tough mom, though, not necessarily the mushy mom. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to practice self-care. I want you to remember that you matter just as much as the people that you're taking care of. I want you to know that you deserve a smoothie. You deserve cheesecake. Whatever the fuck floats your boat, I want you to go get that. Okay? You deserve to, feel some peace in the midst of a storm, right? Because you deserve to be the peace that's in the midst of the storm. And I apologize if my voice faded off a little bit. I was grabbing something. So, I'm going to pull one of these Care Bear cards, because we're going to practice some self-care today. And we're going to go based off of Spirit and see what Spirit has to say. Keep hearing middle left. So about right here. Okay. Take a nap. Okay, so if some of you need to rest, damn it. Fucking rest. Take a nap, sit down for a few minutes. Do whatever you got to do, okay? I urge you, please, because you do matter and your health is important. And that's all I got for you today, all right? So that being said, stay hydrated. Make sure you're eating. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. If you live in a cold place like I do, put some fucking salt down if you have to, because, and then stay warm, because why do I live in your face freezes off. Why do I live here? That's a side note. That's a whole ass side note. But take care of yourself, please, and thank you. And just some quick updates here. I did send out the monthly blog newsletter. If you're not signed up for that, why not? Just trying to figure that shit out. Also, I have healing blankets that I have been making like crazy for, especially for those who are recovering from COVID. I've had an influx of those. I did post about them on my Instagram, but if you have questions about them, you can always reach out on Instagram or email me. Also, let's see, I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Those are the only updates. So remember to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe and be well, okay? And I wish you all the brightest of blessings.